Good evening. I'm Fox 4's Elise Chingeri with your digital update. On Friday, dive teams with the Lee County Sheriff's Office spent hours investigating on a sunken boat there along Fort Myers Beach. Now, the vessel belongs to James Hurst, who Lee County Sheriff's Office says is still the last man unaccounted for after Hurricane Ian. Now, we brought you that new information yesterday, talking about how the dive teams found human remains on that boat. However, tonight, those remains still have not yet been identified. Missing person James Denny Hurst was last known to have been on board that boat during Hurricane Ian. Hurst was declared missing on October 6th, 2022. Lee County Sheriff Carmine Marcino says they will work with the medical examiner's office to provide identification. Of course, we here at Fox 4 will keep you updated on the latest with this story once we get more information from authorities. Well, with these colder temperatures here, counties across Southwest Florida are opening emergency shelters. St. Matthew's House opening its 2 emergency shelters at 8 p.m. for people who want to get out of the cold. The organization expects to keep the emergency shelters open through Tuesday, adding there's plenty of space for anyone in need of shelter. St. Matthew's House will provide beds, pillows, blankets, snacks, and coffee. Guests will be required to take a breathalyzer test, and these shelters are staffed 24 hours a day with layers of security in place with cameras in those common areas.
When someone comes in, they will get a blanket and a cot. We do not serve meals for the emergency stays. We do have the feeding ministry at Justin's place, so they will be able to go for lunch and for dinner, hot meal for both of those, and then make their way down here about 8 o'clock and check in for the night.
St. Matthew's House is also asking for donations of blankets, pillows, coats, gloves, and socks for guests who stay at the shelters. Well, today kicked off the popular Cape Coral Arts Festival, where more than 300 booths are on hand to check out all kinds of art, from oil paintings to ceramics, drawings to jewelry. People come from all over to not only sell their art, but to come check out this huge event held right in Cape Coral.
This has been an event. This has been a staple in Cape Coral for the past 38 years. It attracts 100 to 120,000 people. If we could span your camera to show who and how many people are walking down the parkway, it's amazing.
Organizers tell us prices are anything from $5 to $10 to thousands of dollars. And in case you missed today's event, it's still taking place through tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Now, that brings us to a reminder. Because of that event, sections of Cape Coral Parkway are closed this weekend for that annual art festival. So take a look at your screen. That portion in red is closed from Coronado to Del Prado. There's a couple of detours that you can take if you need to go east or west. One of those is Southwest 46th Lane. You can also go along El Dorado Parkway. Now, Cape Coral Parkway will reopen to normal traffic on a Sunday night around 9 p.m. Plus, today, Lee County Sheriff's Office celebrated the grand opening of another outreach center. This location is at the Coconut Point Mall. This is the 8th Community Outreach Center for LCSO. Sheriff Carmine Marcino shares the importance of today and these centers for our community here in Southwest Florida.
So when you look around you, this is our 8th satellite office. It's so important to engage the community and show them who serves them every single day. We want the community to be a part of it. They want to be a part of our family and team, and that's why Lee County leads the way. As you look around, this is what it's about. We just got hit by Hurricane Ian. We've had so many bad things happen. So it's nice to see the community get out. You got bounce houses, you got animals you can feed, you got ice cream, and you know what? This is what makes us great.
Today's event included food and all kinds of assets with the Lee County Sheriff's Office, so people could come check them all out, as well as we know that they could get to know our area's deputies who were there at the event to meet all of you here in our community. Now let's get right to Fox 4 meteorologist Andrew Shipley to get a look at your forecast on this Saturday night. Hi, Andrew.
Hey, Elise. Hopefully you're bundled up here today because it's going to be another cold night for us. We got already those temperatures dropping out right around 50 degrees, and we're going to continue to drop here. 47 there by midnight, and ultimately getting down into the 30s. Some of us even dropping down to freezing here tonight. The good news is also we are seeing those winds starting to die down. We'll continue to see that lighten here through the overnight hours, but yeah, not fun when you get those temperatures. 32 degrees, that overnight low in Immokalee tonight. How about 33 LaBelle, Arcadia, 37 Cape Coral, Fort Myers, 41 down in Naples, 35 in Punta Gorda. We do have freeze warnings in effect for DeSoto County, Glades, Henry, and Inland Collier County. That goes until 9 o'clock tomorrow morning because we do expect sub-freezing temperatures and even wind chills colder than that, feeling like 29 waking up in Immokalee tomorrow. LaBelle, Arcadia 35, and Cape Coral, as well as down in Naples 31. That feels like temperature tomorrow morning down in Everglade City. Now, by the afternoon hours, actual temperatures will get up to about 62 degrees. Won't be quite as windy. We're looking at north winds about 5 to 10, but still relatively chilly day. About 10 degrees or so below normal temperatures are expected for you on your Sunday. We're also expecting very high fire danger in Lee, in Collier, and then high fire danger in Henry, Glades, Charlotte, and Sarasota County. So do want to be careful with anything that can create a spark, especially with the very low humidity out there, down to 15%. Get below 35, that's when we start to get worried. And we're looking at 15, so much lower humidity. That's going to stay with us the next couple of days, but at least it's going to gain that sunshine out there. We do expect plenty of sunshine on the way for us through the day on Sunday. Now, we're seeing that as well Monday, but you'll notice a little change in the winds. It's going to be out of the south into the afternoon. That's going to start to allow those warmer temperatures to start to return. We'll see that on Martin Luther King Day, up to 70 degrees there, back to 75 on Tuesday, and continue to climbing back into the 80s by the end of next week.